So Labour have successfully held the seat of Birmingham Erdington, and on the face of it, you'd think they've had a huge success here, with their vote share going up 5.2% as the Tories went down 3.8%. It'll certainly allow narratives of people putting their trust back in Labour and away from the Tories, but it also doesn't tell the truth. Apathy was the real winner. 73% of voters didn't cast a vote. Erdington is known for having low turnouts, but this was a record even for them. The 12th worst turnout in British by-election history, with almost half the people who voted in 2019 staying at home. Turnout was just 27%, meaning just 17,000 people voted to elect an MP. Labour can point to their increased majority, but more people turned out to vote for the former Labour MP Jack Dromey in 2019 than turned out full stop last night. Paulette Hamilton is elected on the basis of just 9,500 votes in comparison. People will point to this and say, yes, but it's a by-election and turnout is always lower. But this isn't the first by-election held in Erdington. There was another in 1936, and the turnout then was nearly 48,000 people, more than double. It's sure the Tory vote went down last night, the partygate scandal still playing its part, but there's certainly no indication they've gone to Labour based on these numbers, which has been Starmer's chosen tactic from the beginning. The fact is there was so little on offer between the two main parties, people stayed at home. This turnout, and as such the number of votes it took to win, is the lowest since Labour first contested the seat in 1923 and lost. For many, there was no point in trying, no point in bothering, nothing was going to change, there was nothing to choose from. Now, Keir Starmer will be cheered by the Erdington result. It's a much healthier majority than he saw at Batley, where he hemorrhaged a massive majority. But that majority is still dropped by around 700 votes, almost a third. If Labour is celebrating, they should instead be worrying, because they threw the kitchen sink at a seat they've held since 1945. Every MP and their dog showed up to campaign. Councillors were out campaigning. Starmer lied to his Northern Conference about Ukraine so he could go there himself. A few activists were. They've gone. They've dried up. Many said they were taking their votes elsewhere, to Dave Nellis, for example, and the Labour Inquisition were chasing up names and CLPs thirsty for more purging before the result even dropped. They won't be coming back anytime soon. Come a general election, they won't have all those bodies to send to a single constituency. Seats like Erdington are becoming increasingly more vulnerable under our increasingly undemocratic, unrepresentative electoral system. Labour won just 15% of the available vote and won an MP. That's a disgrace.